Menua ma minchia watiefo na minchia menua no mewo ayensua no me wo fa baako oye ohene ewo krabo kese mantene yare enra na menya information say nana quarantine efimu ya yaw ye mabuso ni nyina yakọ oye pahini bia na quota area council of chiefs na ono ye chairman oye chairman chair pa na meta akọ council meeting bia na quarantine oye krabo kese hene no ona na otim se chairman mantene yare papa ye fimu ya mepe mabuso nyina yakọ
Yamene hene henti abusia for the former member of parliament ayenswano yeah
na mincha etiefo nyinara kankan eura president John Dramani Mahama na nkafo na mincha NDC party penifo na NDC party fo nyina say ye nyina ye remain resolute na ye ko kumpa na ye ngiga na mai emphasize kwampa so mitia na nanu mai fo mo Ghana mitia so fo no so mitia mu media fo nyina na mifa kunya kakai so my neighbor you say you igniting na raeso nye say bia yenkwaya me ne o na kire man so e de na ejade to ama ho eno na ya de ehunya kese pa enti me chao
Mate Fred, me da se bebre asum dwen kan.
Yes, asum dwen kan nyina. Ana ba ye pay. Me wa cho.
Na obi a ona ba ye pay ade ato na ni no emra wo be ka na me dwen senka wo be sympathize with him na.
I say yare ne ba no so ante.
Oh.
Enti no, so na me so brief. Yeah, no ante.
Edio.
Papaya where we. Papaya where we.
Yeah.
Fred okure yi obekobi. Esan say Edubia quarantine or your NDC communication team member.
Okay.
National communication team member. Ne papa na quarantine.
Oh, okay. Oh, when you afraid be
kobi. Me yedi say so call the Facebook wall. I been saw the papa the pictures.
Oh, when they
being a communication member,
yeah,
and a senior member of NDC. Me yedi say
no, I don't want the Fred the Fred on me say any NDC either. I don't want your yard.
Menua Edubia quarantine a matwon we do say NDC no ma na obetana say we tie ma yakọ. Enyira na ado ato
ngani. One number 12 years. Say be board grand fan to so. Why dey to lose so tia even board the mouth e den up here on tia on be do wetin go be.
Na say
post and sound e be ade dey na
Fred asma we can is not here nor there.
Ejuma wa ya be si
nipa atweme so.
Ana so onya camp.
Minim nipa
wa ala nipa na.
Twema menchiro.
Debo ya ala nipa na me bisa. O ya ala nipa na.
Wa bisa ma se na mi aye.
Me bisa miye.
Me say MPP ye ni ala nipa. Ye ni ala ni.
Na you amasa.
Ye nyina ye MPP.
Na wa boni ben.
Ma menchiro. Na nipa won ahwe me so aba MPP na mu kita big position with MPP. Nti Edubia baby edu na ndisi nya ma.
Me say na wan kasa so dwuma osuma wa so.
Enti wo de ande ya refree.
Me nam kwan so ba dan na gese menya. Nam kwan so ba. Enche.
Adan ehura na ntente.
Ebe na nsia. Nam kwan so ba. Enti
Nana do yoni pa. Manana do hu so ye ni papa.
Ma minu
o cha na wa mo na ba ye pe no wa pa.
Na uso mra fie. Na oye dangara
Monka na bo engineer ye pay.
Na wa bra. Ba to say won say ya.
Ba na bo ni pa wo friend is on refie o hangasa wo ofie nti o meka ho.
Ada nka obi. Ada ya cha fa won sa.
Fred tam ni ho let us and me tie mo.
Me ba wo de me ba.
Ono bo no answer na be cause no but you nyam tre na quickly. Fred Fesi na fe
ya. Me ka da cause ni say. Na ba ye pe abro. Enye ndo. Minim na che o. Me ka kra 2007 o baby.
NDC feel grand over my position you. So what by red do see I want come from. What how grand I now grandma position I said NDC feel man of one talk. Money man information one information.
Na mo last time I move
na go in the same thing. Money move fiasem. Do fiasem. I was a mess the life was I was say do fiasem. But I see any fiasem. Na me ba na me tie mo.
Yeah.
Na metra academy tie mu din na eme de se na wo intim fojo
yeah
abeka well Mpensenpensenmu make say agenda. Na ayampa say school ye wo consumables bi wo schools are eni ho a ma de kire edin. Nti me the passionate nature mo de kan asem no. Na me tie mo aso do baabi no. E wo say mo say ya asem bi ho na mo be kan na ya na mo nye homework kakra. Because emra me tie me yam hye
me te ha na wo kan
yo
nti no
yo me yam hye me kakra me say na ya bu school 5 weeks ni and a basic amenities consumable to say chalk marker register e bi ni wo but actually mo journalist no mo reporter no interviews bi no which means say he was struggling to get say obi be dia dance say as more can no kwa.
Now we had a lot of people on
me at a point in time no on the papa be kasai also a DC director also wusu bi.
Yeah, what wusu Western North.
What see any careful kasi e sound say capitation grant a delay na arrest not chalk ni basic niama bi nyama ye nti won ama head bia 2500 Ghana cedis ahead
nyamtre honorable nyamtre
say no kan
me pacho
say no kan
yeah establish point to say e was say aban e the chalk any market say co schools and koi now owusu ne buy na o say covid abreso na ebi aka enti headmaster say betumi ayusi but schools say wo hono so omosankai they don't have it.
They don't have a voice no osi e sound say enum niam delay ntino won am head teacher bia 2500
head teacher bia nya no kra wan kan sa ono member kan chia no
it is a head teacher bi sa keska no
wan kan say no
mo ye interview no because
interview ya
voice
no ma won ko no
o say 2500 Ghana cedis he said it
Mr. Wusuna to say anya school bia na was a chalk in dia
yes son say enko ye nti ya no 2500 voice no
honorable
I challenge you
Mr. Wusuna mami
and now me say 2500 cedis na mo dia akọ no say head teacher bi sa keska no na so ko chalk na say ni teacher fo no won kira de no on kan kire won say sika abani na me de bi ko chalk na no nkire say ono de ko tokum sika na to chalk
honorable me pacho in the first place I was a teacher ni no de ne bottom ska to chalk
and me say ni bottom ska ya no 2500
ya ni o mo kasa ya
o bi a teacher no
ebi mo to exercise book kra de register one tier no
see na me say point I say me
must we even get to this point when MPP you say you have the men must we get
they are working well you may delay no ya na 2500 each
men they get more than your men delay
now men
the men are working
and when the men are working and your man delay
na say and no delay and until 2500 Ghana cedis akoma all the head teachers he said it friend biem frowusu ni biem na ya mi say sika no de man no say head teacher bi di say sika no koto chalk na no nche say no koto kum sika no de koto say head teacher bi di say sika no koto register no nche say no koto kum sika no de koto nti na say ye yi na yentie nia nipa na ewo grounds no so eka no na mu a ampa minister deputy minister na be kasa akire mu nyina say bebia niama na short be hwe no de akọ but yen ka no kwara so say na mo say niama ashort ntino ye the 2500 cedis akoma head teachers no say no akasa so sigina say about 96 schools are no more basic schools all the districts ni mu most of them is akasa skana o makoto ni ama no so we shouldn't generalize it say niama na short to all the schools no I disagree
my friend me pacha brem
we have the men and the men are working and that is why things are delaying.
Sarah Mekano
12 February.
There be Sarah Mekano.
Me bacha we are watch.
There be Sarah Mekano. We have to correct.
Me bacha there.
Man can say men are working.
Honorable. We have the men.
Honorable hand.
The men are working. We have the men.
And we have the men. Anything
that is why things are delaying.
Yama 2,500.
We have the men.
One from hold the fort now until we supply the things. So you can't misquote me.
Okay, Fred.
No, you cannot misquote me.
Watch them.
We have the men. The men are working. That is why things are delaying.
And you Sarah Mekano. That's your version.
Adom FM.
That is your version.
12 February.
That is your version.
2022.
That is your version.
Honorable Ayepe. Former MP.
Yama 2,500 to each. So one found quote talk. No, make us your man. Quote me well.
Adapa Emiya. Say a nano pay. To say there more journalists na munya mu adwuma yi. To say there mo na mo hwehwe nyama mu yi na mo da to abonte. Na say ato abade ama aban. Na wanga sa wo ya aban nim say nyama nko yi. Na wo ya aban say wa sede na wonye. Na sebi journalists abre atwa agina afa so a. So obeda na ase no. Also no bo na nyina adwuma yi. Honorable Ayepe. Who near MP before? Are you saying say munim? Say almost 3 years near. Textbooks I debate that there will school be new. Honorable Ayepe. Are you saying say almost 3 years? No munim say. Your friend say registers. I debate exam school will be new. Honorable Ayepe. Any before? Are you saying say for almost 3 years near? Who need teaching learning material teacher for the debate exam will be new? Honorable Ayepe. Unim say you tak a strike. Our allowance or more premium up to the young try. Honorable Ayepe. Unim say invest for 80 more than 5 weeks near Omunko school. Honorable Ayepe. Unim say headmasters break. Omuntimi show mu schools ni so aduane kro mankola ne dinedin. Honorable Ayepe. Unim say ko do most of our schools. Nkongrakra nkola betena so ayedi amom. Honorable Ayepe. Enti unim na ekoso education center of Ghana. Honorable Ayepe, unim se mo egu education of Ghana. Unim se education atitian pansa of Ghana. Enti se the journalist for no munyo medwuma yi.
E ba chobo ma Fred nsi ma me. Why? Fred was
I'm not so I can no kwara say betra.
Me ba chobo what am na serious.
Because you are misquoting.
Ana manano si oze me ba chobo we
have the men.
Honorable Ayepe nyabotre. Honorable Ayepe.
Come on 2,500 cedis each.
Honorable Samuel Ayepe. Honorable Samuel Ayepe ba nyabotre. Wa bolding ebisa several questions. Yes, remember how we are not in Yabotre. Fred was remember.
Ghana Education Service. It has never been the practice. Say other even ma chalks, even markers, even masquerade be idea headmaster for the edition mosa.
No, but Fred, make I Fred, make I say NDC time. The late vice president ne yiri eco school bi omo bisa ne choka no say on ma chalk in there nka chalk no wan ko ma bisa
enti as me na ga say what is the relevance?
No, but we say it has never been the case. So kasa metio yeah,
it has never happened. Say the member school be sika headmaster na de question and
ya can say headmaster
enti to tell us say headmaster
ana me pacha manen kasa ona bo mesho manen kasa
me manen kan say me no kwara na me manen kan ya this guy say headmaster answer say or okay
honorable me pacha just for your information me can we say debi that yembo voice no producer Afrem Mr. Owusu or say he never mentioned anything of 2,500. He never mentioned it. Then I make a choice. I did the interview and this and to 2,500. What if he?
Voice. We have the men. They are working. That's why things are delaying. After the same about table. And since I've now here now not come out here. I better not nothing in Manasi. On a boy the manager not thinking. Wow, they me a penny. I am
if I said I go baby. Miss me.
Making tape now in Penesa. Most me no ntesa.
Okay, honorable Ayepe me bacho. Obisu the information about from Ayensuano district or say tell honorable Ayepe that the 2,500 is mentioned was just for a few gallop schools.
So 2,500
but Mr. Owusu mentioned 2,500.
But 2,500
let's place on record. When I did 2,500 and I obeyed information about Mr. Owusu bought 2,500 and I say even that was a specific intervention in the school. Specific. I'm a head teacher in Ayensuano district. Name withheld, please. Nipane Diaba, thank you for this information. May I say brace on the by. Fred was about me.
There is a problem in our country today. Thank you, Jay. There's a major problem I had. Yet your memu there. As a commodity cry is make us a commodity. And the sound to me da is make us a dear sound to me da. Utia ya, yes, make us utia ya. Nearby person betia and say, Bibiaji to say, kama. There has never been any time in our history. Our teachers, especially the headmasters and teachers, have been intimidated. Like what is happening in this country today. Headmasters in now manu na mwamuntu minkasa. You see, me I'm an education student. I was a strength teacher. And so I have my colleagues in there. And I know what the teachers are going through, what headmasters are going through to manage their schools. As a Paunima, you have no idea. The secondary schools. Edrubi kwama for oma borrow nyama sa ngofo na borrow nyama de ye aduane man kola no yesi emamu nyama ne bio. Headmaster sole an kola gu ne so more than 1,000 2,000 be bio be nye aduane mo edi kula na dan ne dadwe na utmenda. That is the country we are living in. But nobody wants us to talk about it. By your free education, who are we deceiving? Who are we deceiving? Energy, yes. Who can coffee pay your transfer? Who can coffee pay your pamo? And the headmaster knows why headmistress na edin. And no money not your no more. Yet who they are sure why? Who now buy also change educational curriculum? Watch the curriculum every say be textbooks are the best idea keke. How long will it take you to print textbooks? Teaching learning learning the notes are teacher for actual lesson notes. Basi ne bi so mo da ko. Bi so mo after the same enya bi so mo nya bi so mo nya bi so mo register ebi ni ho. Oh say ABS and the NDC or because BBC region could be vice president here say chalk and amaka. Okay, we see me nya kwenya additional meka nsem we. I don't necessarily wear NDC glasses or MPP glasses. I'm a Ghanaian friend for moto. And I say me ba eco school ni bi. And I mean your baby. And I Ghana ni baby kobi. They be a say in the health sector. What is a doctor focus strike? What is a nurse focus strike? And they count in a immediately. The effect is felt and seen. And we are very proactive. We want to quickly attend to the issue. By the educational sector, no. And I'm saying gradually, the effect it has on the country and the economy at large. We should be careful the way we are handling education in this country. The rhetoric is becoming just too much. The reality on the ground. What is happening in the educational sector? Obibi Odin Ghana that should rise up and talk. Independently, Asempa, I know you can do it. Menkaze free Accra. Just within Accra. Go around our schools and engage the teachers. Give them the assurance, say, Umbeboni didn't already so. Let them tell you what is happening in our schools. Mr. Abai. Obi any worker say problems here in education that I'm buy. But the rate now could do no. Any more posts no in Bobia. It's under the Ministry of Education is threatening everybody. Ghana Education Service is threatening everybody. Nobody must complain, nobody must talk. Nobody must, even when there are genuine concerns, keep quiet and what? Why? Omana nye na idea. Enye ni na peno. Timestre minister. Ofre minister no pemo nika say. I said it. Sanka chok ni pensen ni wa. I thought we should have addressed it to education service and not necessarily to the minister up there. But maybe you made the argument say, well, they are the policy makers. They release the budget. You see, budgets now go and check all the disassemblies Ghana. Bishop, when was the last time almost this common fund? Yes, statutory fund. They are supposed to pay to them every quarter for the running of the various assemblies. Go and find out the last time almost can do account. Most of the assemblies are just sitting there. IGF kakra are the only ones who are able to go and come, are able to do anything. The rest are just sitting down. Because government is not releasing money. Government, you're discounting in Amanasam. COVID by as asempa. Me say so man bi bo wiase a wanya COVID won fa so. Some man ni Ghana man. Sika nka ye ni ndaso bia ho. We didn't budget for it. We didn't plan. We got as much as 34 billion Ghana cedis as a result of COVID. Free money. IMF come my $2 billion US dollars. $2 billion US dollars. World Bank, they are calling the CNA over 500 million US dollars. Uko stabilization fund, uko Tamska Frio, uko Bank of Ghana, echo this Frio, Ministry of Education. You are put to corporate Ghana. I'm not for this gumu. And then Koshia Airport, I am sure there are elements in Ghana who are praying to this our Nyame, COVID money and go. And now, sir, because people are becoming rich. Airport basically, we don't know who is operating that FNSA COVID test business at that place. Foreigners are paying $150 every day. Ghanaians are paying $50. Now my people are using our port. You need to just kind of say. And who owns it? Nobody can tell us in this government. And yet Ghanaians are so timid. Nobody can ask questions. Nobody can talk. And all of us are watching. What kind of society is this? What kind of society is this? Ade Koso, utimi bisa sector minister say, enti airport to COVID test me area no. Hona die. Obia say me nka minim. And yet it is mandated, it is by compulsory that when you get there, you must go to the test, you must pay. Timi for US bana me do na my test ho. Me test less than 24 hours. Me bedroom me chrome Ghana so I have to pay and do it again before I enter into my own country. That is what we are presiding over. And people are becoming rich overnight. You see Chuck Niho. You see Makaniho. Yes, it might have happened maybe in past administrations. And this is the BC or baby. And that's it, baby. Should we continue as a country? Young fan say, AC that time no. Who see a name ye? Yentime ye. And nothing I was Ghana for boss. Yama Queen and to Abama. Nabra Nabes yesi. And till now, but now they are now also be no. I am worse off. Nay bisawa. Also, so on house we had the same problem. And see, now are we moving forward? And now we are just a standstill or retrogressing.
Brother, let's see from.
Me the any man no see from no. The talking hey unim. Azempa. Even academic calendar. ABC the Ghana back Nsem. Academic calendar has always been prepared by GES. So academic year be share say date we na kola be makwan this going on Mary open says all this has always been planned for the first time in Ghana's history. It has to take a sector minister to set up a committee to determine academic calendar for the academic year. Calendar be to you no you say be konne you be ko echina tentative say basa it last time o me makwan school feeding program for say calendar now the better about no was supposed to have vacated 2 weeks earlier. After the 2 weeks, I back on there. Yeah, this kind of man called Nedriane and Tian for those 2 weeks. How many times have you not conducted an interview with these people who are doing the school feeding programs and the lamentation and the complaints about non-payments? And me Rabbi, on money and yet your personal glorification say yes Debbie. There are genuine concerns. Genuine concerns. Yes, Swano. And I see I'm at 25 Ghana series to a headmaster, and I'm at 2 series to headmaster. It is neither here nor there. The problem is that there are serious challenges in the educational sector that needed attention that we are giving. And I make you talk for Adeweno. No makuma tupa. They are saying, say, whatever can happen. Look at that. What you got labor, everyone say, labor commission. And I've been so disappointed in them. They're supposed to be an independent arbiter to resolve issues. But somehow, they have become an appendage of government. And have their effort and audacity to be threatening even UTAC and the rest. Threatening them, tell them to call, let the court compel them to go back to lecture hall. When they get to lecture hall, you go and teach. Why do you teach lectures and teachers with content? and disrespect.
Martin Fred made us bebre. Made us say, me ma honorable I pay a bill, but me pick just one comment on Facebook. I'll say, is a semper of Adom FM part of the NDC communication? He's not He's not a radio presenter, a politician. Thank you. I refuse to respond, but I've read your message, John Lebua. Thank you.
Me jina baby, me jina say, emre mi tie mu no. Senye Owusudu Krana, one of the district officers among one kasa no, making it clear.
There was somebody or kasa on condition of anonymity.
Sir, because of delayance. Aba in the release of the capitation grant in Inti. Omadikan ama an advance payment of 2,500. Say consumables be a who be here biano. Yanshare no mufanto. When the deputy minister na kasano no so church mu say, omo enough stock with regional directorates no. Inti head teacher biana wo stock wo consumables are short no kwa kakra obenya dia adwuma until say full stock ne beba no ye de bema. 2. Meaning say organization bia wo Ghana being private or government say bia Adom FM wahai na asempa we presenter wo now presented this morning show na more issues be about consumables wo issues be about akandi bia we here now dia ye wadwuma or microphone be asay na ye wo pahina wasa ro koto nanim na ekwakodu adwuma wura ho na woli scan wo koto na ufi abonten ebetena redu ya wo present so kesi mo mahwe na me studio haye mo mahwe se menya microphone kran nkasa wo so na wo adwumayefo employers will be happy with you nia aban eka ne se aban enhye kan kichani biara kasaboa enhye ne yam aban enye na adwene se nia head teacher biara bibi hia ma obeka okasaboa ahye yam nia Ministry of Education ene aban kan nyina ne se your systems are ye fa so edi make demand into we a head teacher we a teacher ni na se ubribi a short e wo school na se emma ye wo kwan a ye fa so a ye dige se wo fa sa process ni nyina aso na se wonsa nka wo ho kwan se wo ba abonten be kasa teacher ni bia ni wa ya twena sensen a wa ba abonten be kan bibia ya twena sensen wo mreku a we use all the processes e wo so fa so na wonensa nka ansa na oba abonten abe didi se ye wo kwan ye fa so a ye ma school fu aduan na se aduan e ma ye wo baby o se okoko bisa etem bi krompa wo be kire internal memo etem bi you even right to GES district na akwa region na akwa national se adewe ye hia ye nsanka me je se wo fa sa kwan no so a obi anu obeka kire wo se waba abonten abeka biribi nti ye ntwo wonsen na mum ye ntumi enye educational system no to the situation say obia ba no abeka ni open ayehe emu se we change into new system education go into every new system some of these challenges will be there but we have to manage it into ya manage na no nkire say teacher ni bia head teacher bia ba na systems no ho aba make you demand won sabeka na what they about to abonten and no say we yenye say baby even being private or government institution baby NYS ho na Fred eka lecturers omo aqua strike no yes so what you no ama lecturers na aqua strike na asempa on ba catch your clear say any issues are start fee nra from 2015 and na ya pressure abepem samri na ni nyina no yankwata haban nyina no enkwata aduro nyanu ane haban e we say ye hwe say demand na lecturers no e making e betumi amiti me my union chairman I Metro Mass Transit the whole Ghana Metro Mass I was their union chairman for some time ago na wo na kwatena on collective bargaining agreement ene many bi ho a ho employer na bejije tom wa waje tom no aboti nko je no aboti nko wo akọ do fel no beso ntumi ntua nti ene many bi ho a aban pese ansa no obema lecturers no say aduwe yate yaje atom no na ability to pay no na wo ho nti enye say bia eya aban de say university lecturers akọ strike na watifie na school for ebue school na watifie say when Fred asebo kan say wutie ni ya obi afa kura na wako university na the same time me woba awo UDS this no nya admission or good to your orientation na strike na buy na zeal bi ni enije bi ana nkɔpa so de kɔ school no mehu sɛ saa enije no abafam into obi anya happy with it, but I was say ye nyina ye to yamba as ye hu say wo pepere ho kwagye nsem bi tom o adan na monye ntom no won kwakira ade ansa it is mon kwakira ade while we are still on the table talking, but me dey say lecturers no so mo point nti sra ne ye nyina ye be sra won na ye ne lecturers na kasa na ya ka che so won kwakira ade na aban en won ensinkun anu ye nkasa na enoma proposals na wode ba no one soften one stand kakra no won meet aban halfway na yentumi emwa na educational system na yentumi nko so wa wonim say covid already abesay educational calendar no nti so wasan trafie che bebre ya hwe ne ya na educational system na especially at the tertiary level no na yeguso toto na ase ala nti won ntom no one starting chirade na aban and one enye afei Fred kan bribi fa labor commission no kware ni me de have been a unionist my head union pen no of late labor commission kakra ya court it doesn't solve any problem na say court na say me ko di for na say wo ka che mi si me nko kira adam ko gina dan no man kira de na who kosa nti anya nuoma ni nyina na ye court sem bi ho a jojo wanya kura na nipa no kura nko ba gi atom kura na wo nyare no ko gina court a wo stretch ne kakra no so ke ne me nko kura na wo pe bi aye nti nyama ni bi ho a mo mi enhwe say but who say labor commissioner court na nsia am ya ka kire mo fa asem no go fie wo ka court told them you see nti nyama ni bi ho mi enka wo fie after all union for na university UTAC members no they are Ghanaians and some of them even have their children in the school nti yama won tiase na ya no won kasa say maybe a work on strikes our vice president Bem. They listen to and they threaten the strike and the vice president Bem. Yeah, I say you know one chance here in some way be can any court so they say ye menkase enye adan asana be court no na do point bi afi we na hwe ya enye ya kan ya pem we've hit the wall, the only thing is court but court no crowd ko be any penny before u jeri na send members ni say won ko kira dia say leader do that prison in our members na nko Ejuma, how do you go about it? So let us look at some of these things. Now, I think, Mama, young can someone just say, young educational system, no, at Titia Pansan here, see a po, young po, a young people, a young DCU, young system of education, no, baby, we are say aircon, we are say we have to change it. These reforms are necessary reforms, irrespective of who is in government. It is necessary reforms. And what's here? Into Biara Sikawa, LCA, na say textbooks, so whatever, Nancy Yama teachers, computers. And not when they open Casano. Oh, most of Ghana teachers who are net not members. Most of them.
One teacher, one laptop.
Most. My menka say most.
I'm go so wrong.
What the my menka say most of the teachers. That's what be abenyabi. Yeah, you say it's for every teacher.
Can it's all rolling.
I'm due to them.
I'm rolling out.
Subsidized. I know sika ya de to no. Sika ya de to no kra. Sika na ya de to no kra no. Sika aban sika otua ma teachers. And I so sika we yemfa ma teachers director bibi do teachers a professional
teacher for the class
exactly. Oh, we will get some of them also one pay, but majority of them. That's why in democracy, majority decision binds everybody. Once a majority decision, the majority decision is say, let us go for it. So they've gone for it. You know, much on say, near many people use computer no. Now one kasa until say. Textbooks ni nyina beba na bibia ye fine into educational system ni adwuma se ade ba ko ya de say young educational system no papa na enye papa reforms na ye ni na enye is the end resource na ne wen ye behwe BC resource ye behwe wasi resource niama resource e be nyina akere say things are better than the time na Fred wo kasa tintin nwa ban wo hoyi ene passes yenya from BC to wasi the product of free senior high school and these reforms far better than when they were in power. Inti nia ye can say amount for Ghana for any MPP abain na nado dan kwaku for ado abain enya adwene nia fa necessary reforms mra for reforms when one farmer you be left behind because we are seeing move to new educational system. We can't afford to be left behind. Yanka ni yankwen ni entumi mu ayen na Ghana enfanete mampenfra so many be ya the most important
ye
ye komu no education because I know they building human resource at me be any this for kasa and I'm up say am the year then ye the NDS we the so bribia no a ede returns be bre aban say wo de mofra be ko school na ebinum atumi awie university na ebinum atumi akọ nursing teacher training aye professional na yetumi aye adwuma na wanya income tax. Do you know how much government is raking out of income tax in this country? Ni nyina ne say some mofra ya na students here who won a school and then criticizing na be say me chiro ne say e ho fa so de a de bre omanyi e ya de kesepa e be bua ye nyina hwe ma menka asem bi na bra me de ma no sin yen e bra ye de free senior high school bay ni pa ka ho nsama and the secretary about say would fi ekura se say na me constituency most of them are rural communities na wo ko hwe mofra anka free senior high school ama anka wonya opportunity emfa nko school and almost school and then you watch the newspaper front pages and then you use kapudio e de akwakoto equipment you baba stock technical and vocational institutions TVET system ya be who say the way to go is TVET or see mama fu hunsa no dwuma se be ya enkoba say you beti nipa bebre university graduates or say government find way of employing all of them and then you the TVET aba equipment yakra ya baba stock almost all the technical and vocational schools in this country ubewiem na ukura wonsa no nyuma ye besre teacher for na all these TVET institutions and say once one modern say one ma equipment no emeshe na money unlock one fan kugu workshop no fan kire mofra na de na abofra ko no bewie no na watumi enya ne nsa no adwuma me ubisamia through technical and vocational education and I made baby me was see ye besre say obia modern na ye nko first na ye say oh we tie we na wontumi nsia de na akọ technical or vocational schools not true and then who say Germany amayen me who say so o member abetumi tumpon so betumi reduce unemployment it is through technical and vocational education.
And I say for honorable Samuel Ayepe now attending kind former member of parliament Yensu and constituency Krabwa Kota Mpensenpensenmu yemfasa da kase my way back court house man my life and yet my way akase no way Fred Agbenyo mamenti o response quickly final issue yeah
many honorable Ayepe ayagwe now kase omo de TV jaba e hona me nyadwe ko nyim na mo de aba education na yara ni organa. I am wondering why we are not tailoring education to conform for our needs as a nation, as a society. What is Ghana's core agenda? And how are we positioning the educational system to be able to realize that medium to long-term agenda of the Republic of Ghana? The Jobo Committee of 1975 that recommended the introduction of the GSS system are done at a champion, almost like the piloting. Those have experimental GSS. No BBA call that type of system at that time. Who could draw? That way we're doing new courses, vocational skills, technical skills, sewing, cooking, those of us who started GSS when the GSS concept was rolled out, God had a chance to have gone through the middle school system and not to have entered GSS. Because I opted for the GSS. That time when we went to GSS, agric science was introduced. The school had a farm. Every student was entitled to a bed. And the bed na no. Now I selected crop up on ye. And to be ye beans, obi ye granite, obi ye wheat. We're even to poultry near Kaunina. And by the time you are leaving GSS, you have developed an interest in one agriculture form of farming or the other. It was never seen as a punishment. It was something we were all happy about. And by the time we're in school, now you've been crying, some found our own farms. Vacation be a weekend be a that was what it was. When we were in GSS, as a pa, who could do your carpentry shop? All the equipments were there. You can't say plane, you can't say true anything. They were never sketched on a board. Practically a change overall. Near a shop. And we're using the tools, we're working the tools. And now I'm looking at me. Who the throw at the mammy, or the motor the tour. I can do plastering, I can lay blocks. Because I learned that at GSS. Let that work. We're sewing our old school bags. I have a friend there, or you please me. Or don't call offense. So I've been saying this already for a long time now. Basin there. He's a tailor. And I'm at this, so we know Suya or DSS. Nis police uniform go on to me pam. A pam man Crawfordia was kept the bottom at his leisure time. That was the whole concept of the GSS, the practical hands-on. And 2 years school. And you have now the certificate that shall move to my national page. By the time you are through with school, you've acquired one form of skills or the other that will be. What happened? By the time I finished GSS, finished grade school, finished College of Education, went back to teach. Now, if as me were teaching agriculture science, and you have to show students a tool, go bit in Kraha, found to go who be that. Now you have to sketch. Those that were taught mulching. Mulching, no, we go practically on the field and to know what mulching is, what pruning is, all those steps. Practically, we knew what the 20 exams could go do exams. Nay, besides, say, what is this mulching now? And you have now again, what kind of them not go through. It made learning, writing, and exams, everything easy. Where are all the workshops today? Where are all the tools today? Is there anyone that said, Ghana? Baby, you do ne? You see, computer science. Who could read and cross here? Now you sketch it, computer that two boards. And then you have a board that two. Joking, funny. You know what I'm saying? Are we really committed to doing anything serious? Me will be me ban out thing cry no. Me ma talk computer that man even at the age of 1 no. I don't know him say apply all the agrolenya man no. Obi okra so ko try BC computer no fin ni hu bi da.
Friend me that say where you quick rebuttal.
I want Honorable Ayepe to agree with me. Say the pace at which we are moving, our approach to educational issues, I don't think say ye be hu solution na ye peno intentem.
Mate.
Please niko edwuma ban to itu de mano. Oto aboba de mano. O man ni uniform ni boot na. Ada teacher ni ko kira ade a. Now so man laptop a. Also to tear for salary.
Fred made us say some drink out. Honorable Ayepe, remind me quickly enough your next issue.
Forming the general family. Yentil laptop no in teachers harem. Your professional allowance be to your teachers.
But it's for teachers.
It's for development of teachers.
No, but
a development a professional allowance is for the development of the teacher.
But it's for teachers.
But for their development.
But it doesn't matter.
See, don't create an impression say a scabby allowance be say the teacher like to your woman. Government in consultation with the teachers. But Maka say, I feel development allowance and as a professional allowance na ye there bano. Ye per se teacher ni bia ya money training. No, ultimately updating on the profession or your human. It is kai yet must say percentage. Ye require refresher courses. My teachers, it is there everywhere over the world. Every profession, your allowance here, you know you to make a professional allowance to upgrade yourself. Well, and I say, Bibia, we hear a person a bit to my boy, me a Jumana, we an etumpon, with consultation with the teachers. No, I bambi to me, I can say, oh, teacher, ni bia in your TV set, I want to ma. A bit to me, I'm an IT news, and when you are current affairs, no, they are church, Colanade. Young say most of the teachers, especially those in the rural areas, who are TV grabbing any them. It is our professional teacher allowance, yet to percentage we near the to teach TV, and my teacher be I improve the professionalism. It is Esicano. It's a different responsibility. You have appointments or a head teacher. Now, in your additional responsibility, you have additional responsibility allowance, and it is added to your salary and paid to you. But with a professional allowance, a professional allowance, it is going to pay. I meant I feel so bad because says yeah, BB and we here teacher. So let us give the money in cash to the teacher. That is how it is done. Professional allowance. That is how it is paid everywhere.
Okay, right. I don't believe say my Dwaso Nsem friend member. So you share the arrest and remand of Vomao fix the country. As I say, I remanded in 2 weeks to reappear before court on the 28th of February. Now, Fred, what want to say?
Asempa, Ghana mai, Nara Yamai. Me sure say 99.9% of Ghanaians Ghana ye. Me sure so be don Ghana SOB. Ye and Kebeya my na. And see ye na mutu aye to ye na kasa ye kanyina no. And nam on many ye yonti. And ye kasa. The only point of departure Any kwan dey be fast to ye be man aye yi. Any the way ye be use your resources na aye yi. And not na be say Kofi Beka say na Kwame Aka say and we disagree. Yeah, Ghana for in 1991 through a referendum I can say yempe a soldier for buying bio. And I'm say far back in 1966 24 February not the entire of the sub-region who put the tada and it was introduced. Ye hunyesi ye between 1966 and 1969 Abuja baye 1972 na champo be two Abuja baye ye nimesi ye all through that way after 1979 and san lema baye e baye 81 military abasa baye by 1991 after the referendum ye pebium ye democracy, and we decided on the path on which we are by the grace of God. And in spite of our disagreement and what have you, we have nurtured this democracy up to where we are now. Not too long ago, we have become the reference point. Obiaka democracy in the sub-region now, everybody is pointing our direction. Our electoral commission was held in high esteem. The Ghanaian media was rated as the best in the sub-region. Freedom of speech, Ghanaians could express themselves. Headmasters could speak their mind. Everybody could speak and tell the agreements. We tolerated ourselves. And nothing na nyama do na isi around us nano a bit means you are. Because the worst thing that will happen to any citizen, and they say, Yebe kana kasa buda shene yem. Sewa ko Libya da under Mama Gaddafi ya. Anka bisa say then na niesi o Libya timisi ye. Everything that you need in anywhere in Europe was available in Libya. Yasisi adan kra de atuama enchiriba yebe warm. Extra accommodation was available. On the desert, water was flowing free in people's houses. Electricity and everything. What was not available was free speech. And to criticize the system. And so the citizenry became antagonistic towards the system. And so when the foreign imperialists got involved, some way, somehow, they had the backing, the support of the indigents. And that's how that great African was ousted. It's important that we put history in perspective when we are going about issues. Ghana is not an island to itself. I detest any statements or comments that will seek to destabilize the peace of this country. Any action, directly or indirectly, that could destabilize the peace of our country, I detest it. I'm not supporting it. Because I've said that the profession you have chosen for yourself is to do media work. All you are seeking for is a debate. Ube kinyasora free fee, abe juma obi antatao. Wabe jume wie wapon ko fie. That's what you want to do. Obi oya ne trotro driver, obi ne taxi driver, obi oya turn the body turn okwanso, obi turn the driver. That is the job we have all chosen to do. And the only way we can thrive in these our professions, and to have a conducive, to have a peaceful country and environment, society to live in. Sir arresti, any other arrests that have happened in recent times. Where I sit, I am worried. I am worried to the extent, say, now you are using the right methodology. The very problem we are seeking to fight is what we will bring upon ourselves in a way and a manner that we cannot manage. This morning, I'm not about a penny or TV show, and I was citing one example. So could do Tunisia, and what became known as the Arab Spring now. It took just one graduate. We invest only Jumanye, and Honcheno, I frustrated to pour petrol on himself. And they just to mention home. And that was what we saw from Tunisia through Egypt and several of the Arab regions. And it's not a sebi. A jato onyonku abojima. Na was so that sudium. A big crackers a bay ya. Naka would do the new soon precope. We know what is happening in Guinea. We know what almost happened in Bissau. In Mali. In Burkina Faso. Togo is not immune. Cote d'Ivoire is not immune. Nigeria have their own. In the sub-region.
Wrap up. Thank you. Wrap up.
Vomahoyi, social activist, a lawyer by profession, a PhD candidate. What control be on social media?
Fred, who endorse it, sir? You know, on social media.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
What control be on social media?
Time laying out the anti-machine.
It may not be in good taste.
Yeah.
I would have wished it was not captured the way it was captured. I would have wished he didn't say what he said. He has said it. In civilized societies, the way the security system operates is this. You place surveillance on the person.
Mate.
You monitor him and his allies. And finally, indeed, they have the capacity
to
carry out some of the things.
This
military, this
thank you.
Age, it's barbaric.
See a sorry a Casa radio, so near can. So, may you cool. Me baby you cool. The China say, Soja for was away you cool. They are cowards. Police baby fire here. But me of us, you to make grassy. What can I say me? But he be boom and you go so, a be away did the amena. Or can you pay? It yet to me be near Casa, who was speaking. Who said that? One, a former aide, a former presidential staffer, first, second degree lawyer, and a third degree seeking to become a PhD holder. Or outside the country, eco school. Emra, now, or office of the president. No soldier and the police for a bit a national security campus and another office of the president. But this time only one number, once war on numbers. Not any pay at a bruchidisi or papa beyoku, and penny and pounds or full play over. Now we see young children. Now you miss a few questions. Young in the phone, quickly in the phone, quickly down cry. I'll see what you're near your phone if you them.
You don't need to tell them.
Near the tackles, no, Yanni tackles, no, 18 como, near you say communications bang, and I also.
You don't need to arrest him to do all those things. You don't need to arrest him.
But your honorable Kanasa,
This is the conversation.
yeah, honorable Kanasa.
Fred,
You don't need to.
your hand will be here now. What is a President Kufakesi? Don't let us kill the fly with a sledgehammer. So I am doing to no Gaza. I don't want to justify the fact that we'll be no, but there's a need for us. Good there, Obia, Opese, Otu constitution, you good there. And what's here in Hungary? The approach, that is your approach. You see, yet here, near say, your institutions in Yaduma, Ghana, the politicians in their control institutions, no, and now, the Kufado president, his excellence. Okui IGPB. No, say institution bia nyɛ adwuma Ghana ha kra de a mɛmɛ na mahwɛ sɛ police ɛbɛyɛ adwuma yɛwɔ ha ɛne ɛkɔkyere Reverend Usumempa oh MPP pastor IGPB say ne yɛpɛ. These were the words of the NDC. Yɛwɔ ha ne ɛkɔkyere Metropolitan Chief Executive onye municipal Metropolitan Chief Executive so wakɔ dangerous driving yɛkyere yɛde no overnight. It doesn't matter. The remote cause, they say he was driving dangerously. And I approach you, so one casa you all put together. Said will be a casa and actually now Montiasi. Near boy and say my IGP, why you are there? IGP, we there, we are President one year you are better. Yes, you know, boy and say man. Can't you allow our institutions to work?
Okay.
It is so be a casa. No one can say ya. Yawaha and honorable Fifi Courty.
I don't know the militants on our side. I don't know when you're outside.
I don't buy a paper.
You can't decide.
Fred, me patch money.
I don't know because someone's trying to find a reference.
Make all this reference.
No, but please allow him to.
I want to make a reference.
No, but Fred, who would choose to make references? Allow him to talk. So allow him to talk. What? And this no. And you would have been directed on almost by a pay. There was okay. So allow him. There be Fred Manikasa. No, Fred Manikasa.
Your original chairman.
I don't buy a pen back as a Fred microphone. Thank you.
Anna Fifi Kote Kensi. former transportation minister
That's the
Dr.
information
Annan
he was giving. Everybody can get it wrong.
and Yakobu accounts Prudential Bank as a Bank of Ghana is Kenya Kugu or back at his political talk. I will not prepare to change. You don't mean diverted from this route. Obi power. No, I can't say no car near Bajan or Bano Beje power. We are. I feel some now can Fenina Sobra to train.
I was for me. I must say, my
Obia Aquacasi, President Gufado, and Yenema, Aqua First State Jet. I had a soldier for one chessel at the Aqua London. I'm going shopping.
He got it wrong. It's like when he got it wrong,
okay, Mr. Family, I must say, Honorable Samola Epe, former member of Parliament, I use one constituency, Krabwa Kota, Fred Agbenyo, Deputy Director, International Relations for the NDC. Amindo Masi, DJ Awana Medase, you are all fire. Aisha Ibrahim, good morning. Ella Efriye, Kofi Asan, Kojo Fojo, Joshua Tigoye, Programs Manager, AC Ohene, Head of News, Adom FM, Adom TV. The General Manager, Adom Brands, Abdullahi Awudu. Up next, Work and Happiness, Jumania Niger with the man. Medini Kwesi Happy, I'll bet me from a black eye. Tete Bana for Mavis Malika, Mobone Chidom. Mpensenpensenmu mami fast that can see my way back cultural cement. We care. My life insurance. Send my way, I can say no way. Medini Kwesi Asempa. Many Chief Jerry Forson. And here did you make the brown Shannon. So mommy said me in that way. Yenina Yeshem Ayi Mensa 5 a.m. Health walk on your day basso. I'm Kwanoma. Yeah, dear bet to me. Yemre Swanya. Good morning. Enjoy your day, Macramo.